What if joy isn't something you have to create? What if some of the joy you need is already around you? In the kindness of another person, in someone else's good news, in the ordinary moment you almost overlooked, and even within the good that is already present in you. Grand Rising. If you are a first time viewer, welcome. My name is Joseph Long, and I thank you for tuning in. To all my returning viewers, hello, friends. It is always good to have you here. This morning, we're going to explore a practice called sympathetic joy. In the Buddhist tradition, this practice is known as mudita, and the idea behind it is actually very simple. I don't have to possess the joy in order to participate in the joy. I can celebrate your happiness. I can recognize your goodness. I can rejoice when something beautiful happens for someone else. And I can learn to recognize the goodness that is present within my own life as well. Sympathetic joy is traditionally included among the Buddhism called, well, it is included among what Buddhism calls the four immeasurables: loving kindness, compassion, sympathetic joy, and equanimity. These practices invite us to open the heart a little wider. And today we are going to practice noticing the good, not pretending that difficult things don't exist, not denying frustration, disappointment, or pain. We're simply choosing for these next few minutes to give some of our attention to what is also true. There is kindness, there is goodness, there is generosity, there is joy, and sometimes we simply have to become still enough to notice it. Before we begin, I ask that you please click the like button. It may seem like a small click to you, but to me, to this platform, it means a lot. Thank you. Now let's begin. Find a position that feels comfortable for you. You may be sitting in a chair, resting on a cushion, lying down, or simply allowing yourself to become comfortable wherever you are. There is no perfect meditation posture required for this practice. Just allow your body to be supported. If you need to adjust your clothing, grab a blanket, turn on a fan, or take a sip of water, do that now. And when you're ready, allow your body to become still. If it feels comfortable, gently close your eyes or simply soften your gaze. Take a slow breath in and breathe out. Again, breathing in and releasing. One more time, breathe in. And as you breathe out, allow yourself to arrive fully in this moment. Nothing to accomplish, nothing to prove, nowhere else you need to be. Just here, just now, just breathing. Now, gently allow your mind to move through yesterday or through the early moments of this morning. Don't search for anything dramatic. Simply notice the people whose paths crossed yours. And for these few moments, focus on the good. Perhaps someone prepared your food, made your coffee, held a door, answered a question, sent you a message, smiled at you, or simply treated you with kindness. Bring one of those moments to mind. Notice what happens within you when you allow yourself to appreciate that simple act. No need to analyze it, just recognize it. Someone contributed something good to your experience. And silently, you might say, I see good, I appreciate good, I rejoice in the good. Now bring to mind someone you care about, a family member, a friend, someone in your community, someone whose presence means something to you. For these few moments, set aside whatever imperfections may exist in the relationship. You don't have to deny them. You're simply choosing not to focus on them right now. Instead, remember something good about this person, something kind they have done, something they have overcome, something they have accomplished. Something about who they are brings goodness into this world. And allow yourself to rejoice in their good. Silently affirm, may your joy continue. May the good within you continue to unfold. Now allow your awareness to expand. Think about the people you work with, the people who serve your community, the people whose names you may never know, but whose work touches your life. The person stocking a grocery shelf, the person driving a bus, the person caring for someone who is sick, the teacher encouraging a student, a parent nurturing a child, the neighbor checking on another neighbor, the stranger who chose patience instead of anger. There are countless acts of goodness happening every day that we never see, and yet they are happening. Think about that for a moment. Somewhere right now, someone is helping, someone is encouraging, someone is comforting, someone is feeding, someone is teaching, someone is listening, someone is choosing kindness. And allow yourself to rejoice in that, not because everything in the world is perfect, but because goodness is still present within it. Now expand your awareness even farther. Perhaps there is someone whose life inspires you, a spiritual teacher, an activist, an artist, a caregiver, a community leader, or simply someone you know personally who consistently tries to make life better for others. Imagine the lives touched by their presence, the conversations you never witnessed, the encouragement they offered, the person who needed a smile and received one, the person who needed hope and heard the right words at the right time, the person who needed somebody to care and somebody did. Allow your mind to wander gently among these examples of goodness and simply rejoice. Now we're going to stretch this practice just a little. Bring to mind someone whose happiness may be more difficult for you to celebrate. Don't choose the most painful relationship in your life. This is not about reopening a wound. Simply think of someone toward whom you may feel a little irritation, competition, jealousy, or resistance. And notice whatever comes up. No judgment. You don't have to pretend you feel something you don't feel. Instead, see if you can simply become willing to recognize that their joy does not diminish yours. Their success does not take anything away from you. Their light does not make your light less valuable. And perhaps just for this moment, you can silently say, may I become willing to celebrate the good wherever I find it. And if that is all you can do today, that is enough. Now bring your attention back home, back to you. We spend so much time recognizing what we could have done differently, what we haven't finished, where we think we should be. That sometimes we forget to acknowledge the good within ourselves. So for these next few moments, let go of judgment, let go of shame, let go of the need to criticize yourself. And remember something good that you did yesterday or this morning. Maybe you encouraged someone. Maybe you listened. Maybe you showed patience. Maybe you completed something that needed to be done. Maybe you cared for your body. Maybe you rested when you needed rest. Maybe you simply got up this morning and chose to try again. Let it count. Now remember a moment of joy. It doesn't have to be extraordinary. The warmth of the shower, the taste of your coffee, a favorite song, a conversation, the feeling of fresh air against your skin, the comfort of your bed, a laugh, a quiet moment, your breath moving through your body right now. and ask yourself, what goodness have I overlooked because I was too busy looking for what was wrong? Don't force an answer. Just listen. And now a second question. What joy am I willing to recognize and receive today? Now let go of the questions, let go of the thinking, and simply rest. Rest in the awareness that goodness exists within you, around you, and through you. You do not have to chase joy. Sometimes joy appears when you become available to recognize what is already good. Imagine that inner joy as a precious jewel with countless facets catching the light. Some days that light may feel brilliant. Other days you may have to look a little closer to see it. But the jewel remains, the light remains, the possibility of joy remains. Breathe in and breathe out and silently affirm, I recognize the good. I celebrate the good in others. I honor the good within myself. I make room for joy. And now ask yourself the question we carry with us. What is the spirit awakening within me today? Begin to bring your awareness back to your body. Notice the surface supporting you. Notice the sounds around you. Notice your breath. Perhaps move your fingers, move your toes. Roll your shoulders if that feels good. Take one final full breath in and release it slowly. And when you are ready, gently open your eyes. Carry this awareness with you today. Look for the good, celebrate the good, and remember that somebody else's joy doesn't diminish yours. There is room for all of us to shine. All right, I see on YouTube I have Miss Pamela on here. Looks like I can't spell rising today. Yes, grand rising to you, Miss Pamela. As she says, grand rising, everyone. I see the beautiful Taliza is in the house. Good to see you, Taliza. Grand rising to you, as she says, grand rising, handsome with the red heart. Pamela comes in back in and said, thank you for the heart emoji. She says, happy 3 Camels Day. Happy hump day. I see the prayer emoji. The silver heart, silver signifies our spiritual power of will. Dove signifying peace, the earth, because this is truly a global message. The anchor and the butterfly signifying transformation. Pamela continues on. I extend my peace, joy, and love to all who will receive. Yes. And I see the silver heart, the red heart, the blue heart, the peace sign, and another earth emoji. She continues on, open the floodgates of pure joy so that I may share in 3 hearts. Remember, joy is always in existence. We just have to recognize it. And that might mean pausing for a moment to recognize it. Or it may be, getting into a moment so you can recognize some beauty, some lusciousness, some good stuff that's already existed in your life, probably within you as well. Pamela continues on. Her daughter and husband celebrate 31 years of togetherness. Yes, we celebrate, we send them our love on this beautiful anniversary day. And then I have finally Stickman speaks. Hey, Joseph, how are you feeling? Joy. Hi, Joseph, how are you feeling joy of this week? I don't know if you asking me a question or you're telling me you are feeling joy or you wishing me joy this week. Any route, I am going to extend my gratitude to you for tuning in, because you could have been doing anything else at this time. You could have tuned anywhere. And for that, I am grateful. Grand rising to you. Finally, Stickman speaks. And then on, okay, I'm seeing some long time no see faces on here on Instagram. I got I know I'm gonna butcher this. Cat. Yes, Cat. Okay. Good to see you, my friend. I believe you are a first timer. Good to see you. And I appreciate you for tuning in. Grand rising to you. Empress Purple. I haven't seen you live in a minute. Good to see you. Grand rising, Empress. Grand rising, my queen. Okay. Finally, Stickman speaks. I'm going to ask you if you earnestly have a question for me, send me a DM, because I notice every time you come in, I remember you come in with a question. On this channel, I like kind of give a take kind of thing, such as let me know what you thought of the practice, with the intentions, with me thinking you have engaged in the practice. Give me your thoughts, and then we could go from there if you want to do that in the comment section. But when you want to start asking about disciplines and principles and stuff, send me a DM. I don't have no problems educating or we picking each other brain or thoughts on that. All right. With that being stated, to all of you who joined me live this morning, thank you for sharing this sacred space with me. And whether you were here live or you watching the replay, I hope something in today's meditation stays with you throughout your day. Until next time, remember, serve, uplift, inspire. Namaste.